I went through all the extreme negativity that California could produce. I went through the worst prisons, the worst hellholes, death traps that California could have produced. One of my vows was that I'm not going to submit to the negativity, because I understood that negativity was a contradiction, and it didn't go on, but the positive forces went on and on and on. I needed some kind of relationship with life or nature or spirit or energy, whatever you want to call it, that was strong enough to sustain me through my journey.
Knowing Ern, since the beginning, it's been a blessing to have him here, because he's taught the youth how to heal in a very holistic way, and Big Ern brings that. So in terms of transformative justice, him coming back and talking to the youth, giving himself to the youth, basically, giving them classes, mentoring and stuff, that to me is transformative justice. When you have somebody who had a life sentence or who spent more than 10 years locked up, and then they come back and they're actually giving a lot to their community, that to me says a lot to where we need to go.
The words I'll never forget is that this man doesn't deserve to breathe prison air. He doesn't deserve to breathe air in the penitentiary. You must kill him.
Big Ern is one of the most remarkable people that I've ever met, because he's so positive. He will not get, dragged down into the pettiness. He was given the death penalty after the prosecutor in the case offered him a deal. Offered him second-degree murder or whatever it was, and Ern didn't take it because he thought it was manslaughter. So a prosecutor offers you a deal for second-degree murder, which is 15 to life, and when Ern doesn't take it, that same prosecutor calls for the death penalty. So what kind of sincerity, how arbitrary, how random, how absolutely fucked up is that?
The problem with the death penalty is, if you kill one innocent person, who pays for that? Do you say, oops, I'm sorry? So I had a fist fight, so what if they would have killed me? Obviously, I'm showing that I'm not the person that this guy jumped up and paraded around in front of the jury and said that I didn't deserve to breathe prison air. I'm breathing air out here. It feels kind of, pretty all right. My 7 years turned into 45 years. The courts have ruled for them to let prisoners out, because the prison has turned into a one-way street now. You go in, you don't come out. But this is the efforts of the people who believe that once you incarcerate, that's the solution to the problem. But we've shown that that's not the solution. That created a whole nother set of problems. And it forced them to turn and say, no, we can't do that anymore. They physically can't do that anymore. You're behind this door, you went behind that other door, you stole a pair of tennis shoes here, you stole a pizza there, bang, you lost your chance at life. I mean, wow, man, it just makes me want to cry. Where's the hope, man, for the world? Where's the hope? Where's the sunshine, man? Where are the people that reflect the sunshine? I've been through the worst hells that man could create. Those hells cannot cure nothing. Those hells are not going to create a better world. So the people that's in charge of the minds of the common people, they can disgrace anything that's really beautiful, and they can raise up, apparently, anything that is really horrible. So they put up these draconian and horrible laws and dress them up that they're so beautiful that they're going to help the people, that they're going to be so great for the people. And these are killer laws. They say, oh, man, you're being soft on crime. And the way that they can show that they are all right people is the harder stance that they can take on crime, the better, the more respectable they seem to be in the eyes of the people that are pushing these ideas. And so they're afraid to take stances that show their humanity.